on, guys. Why would anyone dance? Oh, I'm gonna get...
Katie, you want to dance?
Sure, Jason. Oh, so hot in here. I'm really thirsty. Could we go get a drink?
Yeah, come on.
Okay. Oh,
Let's just stay here in the kitchen and talk for a while. I've been hoping for a chance to get to know you, and this is the first moment we've had alone. So, tell me about yourself.
What would you like to know?
Anything and everything.
Well, I used to be sort of quiet, you know. I mean, I had lots of friends, but I don't know, serious. It's different here. It's almost like I'm somebody else.
Uh-huh. I can be kind of quiet myself sometimes. And then the next minute, you can't shut me up.
Sometimes I still think I'm supposed to be serious all the time.
No, I bet you don't give yourself enough credit. You know, you may be sensible and serious. But that's not the way I describe that dress you're wearing. And that's not the way it makes me feel. Katie, would you like to go out someplace with me tomorrow night?
Sure, Jason. I like that a lot.
Great.
Back home later that evening, Katie eased herself into the shower. She shivered a little as she waited for the water to warm up. Soon the shower stall was clouded with steam. Katie grabbed a bottle of new scented shampoo she'd bought and lathered up her hair.
I wouldn't have missed going to Raquel's this afternoon for the world. Funny how I was always shy around new people. This afternoon I had so much fun. Of course, Jason was the best part. Ouch! Oh, this water's getting hot. I haven't touched anything, so why is it heating up? Darn this old-fashioned plumbing.
Katie turned on more cold water and went back to thinking about the party.
I've got a date with Jason Miller for Saturday night. Wow, that's hot. Try turning the cold water on full this time. No good. What is going on? Is the whole plumbing system in this house breaking down completely? Something's wrong.
Something was very wrong. The water was hot and getting hotter. It happened so fast that Katie felt the heat before she was conscious of feeling it. She made a frantic grab at the cold water knob, caught hold of it, and turned. It spun crazily round and round in her hand. In a panic, Katie reached for the handle of the shower cabinet to let herself out, but her hands were so wet and soapy she couldn't get a grip on it.
I gotta get out of here!
The steam was so thick she couldn't see her hands in front of her, and the hot water was burning the soles of her feet. Katie slipped and fell down on the tiles. As she hauled herself up, her hand found the washcloth, and fighting to keep calm, she used it to hold the door handle. Now it turned easily, and Katie stepped out of the shower stall into the steamy bathroom. She leaned against the basin, feeling dazed. Finally, she put on her bathrobe and started to wrap a towel around her hair. She glanced at her reflection in the mirror. Her eyes were wide with fear in her pale face. Then she saw something else. Written in the steam on the bathroom mirror was a message. Waiting makes me very angry.
I must be losing my mind. That's the only explanation. If I'm not, then what's happening is real.
Katie couldn't stand it anymore. She ran to her bedroom and hid under the covers, wrapping the sheets tightly around her, shaking like a frightened child.
Heath is here in this house. I know it. I can feel it. He's hiding here somewhere, watching, waiting, biding his time.
Then she remembered she'd left the shower on. She crept down the hall to the bathroom, her heart pounding. Slowly, she opened the door. The steam in the bathroom had evaporated. There was no trace of any message on the mirror. None. Katie opened the door of the shower stall and ran her fingers cautiously under the spray. It was lukewarm.
I can't have imagined it. There.
A huge wave of fatigue washed over her. Turning out the lights, Katie went back to her bed and soon drifted into a restless slumber. Katie had not even fully entered the dream when she saw Heath, as if from far away, pacing back and forth, waiting for her.
What's the idea of making me wait? I thought we had an understanding.
Not after that phone call. Just who do you think you are, scaring me like that at 4 o'clock in the morning? And I didn't appreciate your little love note in the bathroom either. I could have been covered with blisters, or worse.
I'm sorry, Katie. I wanted to see you. And I thought you'd be here if you wanted to see me. Well, that's why I wrote the message. I didn't mean for the water to be so hot it'd hurt you. Honest.
Well, it's not that easy, Heath. You can't just erase the whole thing. Don't ever do anything like that again. I mean it.
I won't, Katie. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. You're forgiven.
Why is it so hard for me to stay angry with him? Heath took Katie in his arms, pressing her head against his chest, a look of triumph in his eyes.
Why are you always waiting for me?
I'm a dream, Katie. Somebody's got to dream me up.
You mean, if I don't dream about you, you don't exist?
Well, it's not that I don't exist, but it's sort of like a book. It can be there on the shelf all the time, but unless somebody takes it off the shelf and reads it, nothing happens.
Just a minute. How much can you see?
Well, see what?
Stop it. You know what I mean. Can you see through my dress? Can you see me in the shower? What special powers do dreams have? I'll never speak to you again, you slimy rat. I'm not coming back to see you ever again. I don't care if I have to stay awake forever.
Well, wait, Katie, please. I'm sorry. I was only teasing. I can't see anything through your dress, and I didn't see anything in the shower, I promise.
How did you know when I was in the shower? And how did you write the message? Well?
It's not like seeing with your eyes. I know things. I can sense things. I get a feeling about a person. Don't be angry with me, Katie. I want to be with you so much. And I want you to be with me all the time.
Katie? Katie, come downstairs. I won't stand for you sleeping all day long.
Really? Nobody ever lets me sleep anymore.
This is ridiculous, Katie. Get up at once.
Let me alone. It's Saturday. Who are you, sleep police?
If you're not out of there in 5 minutes, Katie, then you're too tired to go out tonight.
Okay. I didn't know it was so late.
Katie didn't want to break her date with Jason, but after her dream last night, she wasn't looking forward to it as much as she had been. Now she felt a little disloyal and a little guilty about going out with Jason, and a little scared.
It was wonderful being with Heath at first, but now I'm not so sure I want to be a special girl. I don't want to be with him all the time. I certainly don't want anything to interfere with my date tonight with Jason.
Bopper lay dozing in the corner of the room. The basset hound gave a tiny shake of her head as she slept.
What do dogs dream about? Would Heath take his jealousy out on a helpless old dog? Oh, come on, Katie. This kind of thinking's getting out of control. You don't really take this dream guy stuff seriously, do you?
Bopper made little yelping sounds in her sleep. She was lying sideways on the floor, thrashing her feet in the air as if she were running.
No, it can't be. It's like she's trying to get away from something. Or someone. Bopper, wake up! Heath, if you're there, don't hurt her. Please don't hurt her.
She gave a single sharp yowl and was still. Katie felt as if a hand had just reached in and grabbed her heart. She shook the dog again. There was no response. That night, Katie and Jason were seated together at a corner table in a restaurant. A real restaurant. Not like the pizza joint she and her friends usually went to. After the meal, Katie told him about her experience with Bopper.
I've never seen a dog move or make noises like that when it was sleeping. Bopper's usually quiet, so it scared me half to death.
Well, I'm glad it was a false alarm and Bopper's okay. My collie yaps in his sleep all the time. I think it's a riot, unless he wakes me up. Katie, I hope you don't think I'm trying to show off by bringing you to a place like this. It's just that I got some extra money for my birthday, and, well, I wanted this date to be perfect. So I said to myself, why not?
Jason reached across the table and took her hand. Katie thought how gentle his touch was.
Jason doesn't make a big deal about being tough or strong the way Heath does, yet it's obvious that he's both. It's such a relief to be with someone who's not always acting mysterious or like some kind of character in a movie. Someone who doesn't have anything to hide.
They finished their meal and headed home. As Jason pulled his car to a stop outside her house, Katie felt that the evening had passed by all too quickly.
Well, thanks for a terrific time, Jason.
Sure. I wanted tonight to be perfect, and it was. More than I could have ever imagined.
Well, good night.
Wait, don't leave yet. I've just been composing a poem for you. It's sort of a love letter. Ready?
You're embarrassing me.
Come on, I'm the one who's taking the big risk here. Well, here it goes. A rose is beautiful, so are diamonds and pearls. Katie Shaw, would you be my girl? Well, what do you think? Okay, so I'm not a prize-winning poet, but it's the thought that counts, right?
Oh, I like the thought, Jason. Of course I'll be your girl.
What the heck? I can't turn it off.
Oh, it's hurting my ears.
What's happening? Now the wipers are going and the lights are turning on and off. And I haven't even touched the controls.
It's Heath. I know he's here.
Oh, no, that's all we need. We'll wake the whole neighborhood.
Oh, Jason, look. There's smoke coming out of the engine. Turn off the ignition.
I'm trying. I can't. It won't turn off. I can't turn this crazy thing off.
Oh, no, Jason, the lights have come on in my house. My parents must have woken up. I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Katie stepped quickly out of the car. She wasn't even halfway up the walk when the car suddenly stopped rocking. Then the windshield wipers were still, and all the noises from the car were silenced. After telling her parents that something had gone wrong with the wiring in Jason's car, Katie went up to bed. Almost as soon as she closed her eyes, the dream came rushing in to claim her.